You wouldn't believe this, but people ask me all the time, Ian, how do I shot Mage? How does one play Arcane? Well, I thought I'd create a little video, rather than explain it every single time. And perhaps as a result, as Gul'dan might say, yes, I will build a new mage. I will forge you into an unstoppable weapon. You will be the scourge of 1,000 raids, the might of the Ian. So, starting off, I'll throw down my two runes of power side by side so that I can ice flows between them if and when I get, an overwhelming blows on me, or like a cave-in, or various dumb bullshit that can happen during the encounter. For the opener, once you got your runes up, I'm gonna try to pre-pot, although it's LFR, so as a result, people will obviously pull early, like you fucking idiots. But, that's the way it goes. Lust for myself, like a scumbag. Now, I'm gonna get to 4 stacks just by casting Arcane Blast. I'm going to throw down my crystal, arcane power, supernova, missiles, and then missiles blast into this thing. I'm going to try to use my presence of mind right at the end to get a last arcane blasting on the crystal. I'm going to fail at it here because I'm really good at this game. However, I do get it the next time. When you get thrown up in the air, you ice flows and keep casting. At this point, you really want to burn straight down to around like under 60% mana. When you have missiles, as long as you're still above like 70%, you probably want to still use them. If you get 3 stacks, of course, you'll always use them, so you don't waste procs. But, I'm going to burn down, burn down, and evocate to full. Alright, now we've entered the conserving phase, where we're going to try to stay, above 90% mana-ish. So, you don't want to use missiles procs unless they're at 4 stacks, obviously. You never want to waste missiles procs. Also, you kind of want to be careful as far as, like, clipping casts of missiles. I use the sound. The little woom, 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 woom is kind of a tip for me. Once I hear the 5th one, I know I'm safe to cast my Arcane Blast. But yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to make sure that my mana stays high. At this point, I'm supernovaing basically on cooldown. You can wait until like a mastery proc happens. But now, as Prismatic Crystal and Evocator coming back, I'm going to wait and hold off until there's about less than 10 seconds left on my second Supernova coming up. And then I'm going to throw down my Crystal once that happens. And Supernova that thing twice. Bam, bam. Then I'm going to blast and missiles into this thing. And then right as this motherfucker is ending, Presence of Mind, Arcane Blast into it, and then retarget the boss and go from there. I mean, it kind of sucks, obviously, that the proc is going into the, not into the crystal there, but, it is what it is, right? You can't always have the RNG with you. Now, at this point, I'm burning down. Alright, evocate to full. Perfect. Alright, now I'm back in conserving phase. Now, at this point, again, you can kind of supernova basically on cooldown. Obviously, if you're a butt elf like me, you'll be using your Arcane Torrents in there. And, kind of going from there. Still in the conserve phase here. I'll need to redo my Rune of Power here at some point, which is always a fun time, but, things you have to suffer for DPS. I'm trying, at this point, I believe, you're not going to be casting another Supernova when it comes off cooldown, because you want to be able to make sure, under any circumstances, that you get those 2 Supernovas into your crystal. That's really a huge priority for you at this point. You can kind of delay the crystal a little bit, along with Arcane Power, if you know, like on this fight, for example, that you're not going to get another set of cooldowns. And you'll probably want to use your second pot, like right here, with your Arcane Power. Now, at this point, I'm using the Arcane Power a little bit early because I know that, the fight's going to be ending. Maybe I want to fucking hurry the fuck up. So I have my next Supernova coming up, less than 10 seconds. Supernova, missiles, keep my mana high. Missiles, Supernova, missiles. And then I want, just as this motherfucker's ending, there, Presence of Mind, Arcane Blast, that blast straight into it. Now, with the fight ending, just burn my mana down, and boom. That's what you end up with. It was pretty good timing, obviously, but 48,900 it's not the best mage DPS that's ever been done, but, it's reasonable. It's a good amount that should see you through. I mean, my item level is like 687, but your mileage may vary. But if the fight keeps going longer, I mean, it doesn't really change much. You enter your conserve phase when Crystal and Evocate are coming back up. You know, you pull your supernovas, you burn down, you evocate back to full.